Hey guys, my name is Cecilia. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking to you about one of the readathons I'm participating in. Give you an update on what books I've read so far and what books I want to read if I have enough time. Last video I made my family in The Sims 4, and today while I talk to you, I will be making a house for them. The readathon I'm going to be talking about is the Pop Culture Readathon. It was created by Whitney from @LifeWithMe and co-hosted by Lauren from @ReadingParent. I will be linking everything down below in the description box. Don't forget to check them out because they are awesome. This readathon uses bingo boards. It has 4 totally awesome bingo boards with 16 prompts each. We have the Teen Dream bingo board, the Family Affair bingo board, the Thrill Ride bingo board, and the Adult Table bingo board. I will try to get 1 bingo per board. I decided to do this because I loved all the prompts so much and I wanted to try to get a full bingo per board, but I don't think that's really realistic considering I started reading on the 8th of July. When starting my TBR list, I had a list of about 30 books I wanted to read this month. However, that wasn't going to be possible, so I chose 4 books per board, and if I finish those 16 books, I will choose another and maybe make more than 1 bingo. Well, I say 16 books, but most of the books are repeated throughout the boards. For example, I have 1 book in 3 of the boards, so that technically cuts down. And I kind of did that on purpose so that I could read more books and complete more prompts. Whitney and Lauren said we couldn't repeat books within a board, but we could repeat them throughout the different boards, so I kind of took advantage of that. So far, I've only read 3 books, however. Anyways, let's get to the bingo boards and the prompts. The first board is Teen Dream, and the prompts are Cher Horowitz, book with a clueless character, But I'm a Cheerleader, book with a sapphic romance, Courtney Shane, book that intimidates you, 10 Things I Hate About You, Enemies to Lovers, trope, Kid and Play, book with a romance, Cat Stratford, book with a sarcastic character, Dazed and Confused, read a book you don't remember adding to your TBR. Wish Upon a Star, book with stars or sky on the cover or in the title. Laney Boggs, book with a creative element, art, music, acting, etc. Drive Me Crazy, fake dating trope. You Didn't Tell Me You Were Taking Me to a Gay Bar, queer-centered book. Clueless, read a retelling or a classic. The Wood, coming-of-age story written by an author of color. Dion Davenport, have your best friend choose your read. Cruel Intentions, book with a manipulative character. Girl Interrupted, book with a focus on mental health. For this board, I'm going to be reading We Set the Dark on Fire for the prompt, But I'm a Cheerleader. Get a Life, Chloe Brown for the prompt, Cat Stratford. Take a Hint, Danny Brown for Drive Me Crazy. And A Good Girl's Guide to Murder for Dion Davenport. Next, we have the Family Affair bingo board. The prompts are: Matilda, read a middle grade book. The Parent Trap, read a book written by more than one author. Little Rascals, read a book that has 200 pages or less. Addams Family Values, read a domestic thriller. The Addams Family, a found family trope. Space Jam, read a sci-fi book. Thomas J., read a tearjerker. Dr. Dolittle, book with a character that has a special gift. Kevin McAllister, read a standalone. Jumanji, read a book set in a wild landscape, jungle, desert, wilderness, etc. Wednesday Addams, book with a dark cover. You're killing me, Smalls. Read a book involving sports. Welcome to Good Burger. Read a book that's food related. Title, cover, or plot. Now and Then, read a book with multiple timelines or points of view. The Mighty Ducks, read a book with competition. Billboard Dad, read a book with matchmaking. For this board, I will be reading Mating the Huntress for Little Rascals, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children for Wednesday Addams, When Dimple Met Rishi for The Mighty Ducks, and Illuminate for Thomas J. Now, I don't know if Illuminate is a tearjerker, but when I checked Goodreads, it had been shelved as a tearjerker, like, I don't know, 8 or 10 times, so I'm going with that. Next, we have Thrill Ride. Thrill Ride has the following prompts. Nancy Downs, a book with a power-hungry character. I Know What You Did Last Summer, read a 2019 release. It's Just a Bunch of Hocus Pocus, read a book that includes magic. Sidney Prescott, a book with a badass main character. Jurassic Park, a book set on an island, coast, or body of water. Everybody's a Suspect, read a mystery or thriller. Light as a feather, stiff as a board. Book with a creepy or haunted feel. The Mummy, book with the undead, zombies, ghosts, vampires, etc. What's your favorite scary movie? Read a book by one of your favorite authors. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the Chosen One trope. Candyman, book with a supernatural creature. Blair Witch Project, book with a black or white cover. The Faculty, read a dark academia book. Calling the Corners, book with the 4 elements: earth, fire, water, air. Scream 2, read a book in your second favorite genre. Practical magic, book that involves a curse. For Thrill Ride, I will be reading Mating the Huntress for Candyman, Children of Blood and Bone for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Vicious for What's Your Favorite Scary Movie, and Serpent and Dove for Blair Witch Project. The Adult Table. Poetic Justice, read a book written in verse. It's Friday Craig, read a book with 150 pages or less. Don't Get Mad, Get Everything, read a book with a revenge plot. Sister Act 2, Back in the Habit, next book in a series. The First Wives Club, read a book from your favorite genre. Death Becomes Her, read a backlist book. Soul Food, Book with a dysfunctional family or relationship. Never been kissed. Read a romantic comedy. Pretty Woman. Read a book with a gorgeous cover. Titanic. Read a historical fiction novel or novella. My Best Friend's Wedding. Second Chance Romance. Bad Boys. Pick up an action-packed read. BAPS. Black American Princesses. Read a book with royalty. Sister Act. First book in a series. The Best Man. Read a book with a wedding. Romy and Michelle. Read a book with a colorful cover. For this board, I will be reading Get a Life, Chloe Brown for Sister Act, Illuminate for Death Becomes Her, The Puppy War for Titanic, and Mating the Huntress for It's Friday, Craig. As you can see, I've repeated Mating the Huntress, Get a Life, Chloe Brown, and Illuminate a couple of times. I've already read Mating the Huntress. I've also read A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I also read Office Hours, but that's for another prompt. And hopefully I can finish all of these books and get to that one so that it actually counts for something. But I just really wanted to read that book and I was really in the mood to read it, and I did. As you can see in some of the boards that I've shown you, I have some spaces in blank because I don't know what books to put there, and maybe none of the ones that I wanted to read this month fit, or at least I didn't think they fit. But I don't know, if you guys have any recommendations for any of the spaces I left in blank, let me know in the comments and maybe I can read those books as well. Also, what did you guys think about the house? Did I do a good job? Did I take too long? Yeah, let me know down below in the comments. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and hanging out with me and seeing the books I want to read and watching me play The Sims. I hope you enjoyed it and I'll see you next time. See you. Bye.